Rutherford Issues with Bryan Barrett on FM 101.9 and AM 1450 Murfreesboro, FM 100.5 Smyrna. Listen and watch at WGNSradio.com.
We are back on Rutherford Issues, powered by our friends at Middle Tennessee Electric. Sharing Change, get this, they have now donated over $12 million to local nonprofits. Find out how your spare change can make a big impact at sharingchange.org. We have joining us today from Murfreesboro City Schools, Tori Carr. Tori, how are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Well, I guess it would help if I turned on your microphone, wouldn't it?
I thought I couldn't hear myself.
Yeah.
I'm great. How are you?
You really couldn't hear yourself because I didn't turn it on. I'm doing well, and, a birdie tells me that maybe, just maybe, today is your birthday.
It is my birthday. Yes, yes, it is. Thank you very much.
Well, happy birthday.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
Don't look a day over 20.
Thank you.
So
I appreciate that, and
yes,
for the confidence there.
Well, another trip around the sun. You got a lot to be thankful for. I'm
do.
Sure.
I'm very blessed and very lucky.
Working for a great school system too. Huh?
I know. I say it every day. I've been here since 2017, and I love every single day of my job. So I never dread. You know those days, like some days nobody really wants to go to work every day. But
hear about the Sunday scaries,
And, you get it. But at the same time, I love what I do. I love everyone who we work with, and it's a great place to work.
My Sunday, it's like, okay, I cannot forget to wake up on time.
Oh, I know.
That kind of thing.
And then this morning I woke up and I thought, I don't think I set my alarm. It was like 3 a.m. And I was just now that it's dark outside, I have no clue what time it is whenever I get up in the mornings because everything's still pitch black.
Yeah. And I guess it won't matter that much whenever the time changes.
Right.
Maybe you'll see a little more sun earlier.
I mean, maybe, but then it's, 4 o'clock, sun starts setting again.
Yeah. That's the really depressing part to me.
It really is. Like when you leave work in the afternoons and drive home, it's already dark again.
I know.
Like, why?
Yeah.
I think we know why, but I don't like it.
Need a little sunlight at least. So, well, that always goes to show when we're talking about fall, fall break. We're less than a month away.
Yep, coming up. I know students are probably counting down. Teachers are probably counting down. It is that first full week in October. The 6th, I believe, is that Monday. So that week, our ESP is open for those families who utilize ESP. But we hope everyone has a great break. I know it's very well deserved. Speaking of breaks, on Friday, there is no school for students. It is one of our days out, and so our teachers will be working and prepping and planning, and our students will not be in the buildings on Friday.
Let's see, they've been called several names, but
work days,
in-service days,
all of those days that really just allow our teachers to have that extra planning time.
And a lot of times it's an opportunity to meet together as a staff as a whole and talk through things.
Absolutely. And I think that's important. Just like everyone else, we need a little bit of time to be able to plan and meet and discuss things. So I'm sure there'll be lots going on that day across the district.
And, a lot has changed since I was in school, obviously. But, you have teachers who are like grade level representatives or whatnot. Team leads, that kind of thing. And so, an opportunity to talk over with your peers what's going on, what's working right, what can we what's coming
planning
up, that kind of
for
thing.
The next quarter and the next what they're going to be learning next. I know that I'm not in those planning days, right. So I can't confidently say I know exactly what they'll be doing, but we know that it is a great day for teachers and staff to plan what's coming up next.
I'm sure we're getting close to the first 9 weeks being in the books.
I think so.
Yeah.
Sounds about right. Progress reports went home. So that was last week. I got one in my daughter's folder. I was like, oh, wow, we're here already. It is crazy. We have a lot going on.
It happened quick, didn't it?
It did. I will highlight today, not only my birthday, so International Dot Day.
Dot, like D-O-T?
D-O-T.
Okay.
And so I did my own little research here because it is celebrated every year by our art teachers. And so they work with students. I was in Hobgood. Let's see, I was at Hobgood and Salem last week for Reading in the Schools Day, which was so much fun. And just all around the hallways are just filled. I mean, I love seeing the students' artwork filling the hallways, but both of them had their dot day displays, is how I'm going to call it. And so students make their own dot. And so I will read to you now my description. So International Dot Day is inspired by Peter H. Reynolds' book, The Dot. Dot Day is all about creativity, confidence, and encouraging students to make their mark in unique ways. And so I know those art teachers really, they're so creative and they're great, phenomenal teachers, but really just talking about for those students, just, hey, here's your dot and you're making your own mark and showcasing how every dot is different.
Yeah.
And so seeing that in the hallways it was so cool to see. The displays were great, and I can't wait. I know they're going to send me pictures later on, and that I'll share on Murfreesboro City Facebook. But it's so exciting, and just another really cool thing that they are doing in our school buildings.
Yeah, really neat. How would you ever think to do that? But art teachers are so creative,
right? And I'm sure they're all wearing their dots too, right? Don't you think? I know staff all across. I hope so. Let's see. I don't have dots on, but I know lots of other people probably do today.
Tori Carr is with us today with Murfreesboro City Schools. So a lot really going on there. There was some city school board news that was made. There's a new chair for the first time in a long time.
Yes, Miss Amanda Moore, who was previously our co-chair, is now our board chair, and Mr. Butch Campbell is now the vice chair. So they kind of switched places, and you're right, that happened last Tuesday.
Yeah. So
we're excited about that. We're so thankful for Mr. Campbell and everything that he's done, and we're excited about Miss Moore.
And it's not like he's going anywhere.
Right.
He's just moving chairs.
Exactly. Just one seat over, right?
Yeah, that's right. That's right. So, well, congrats to Miss Moore for that as well. So, let's talk a little foundation news.
Let's talk foundation. It is so great. And I think every time we come on here and we talk about the foundation, we're so blessed to have the foundation and those business leaders and organizations and individuals who support us.
And you might remind us what the foundation does.
Okay, so the foundation directly supports Murfreesboro City Schools in the forms of teacher grants and parity dollars. So we have 2 fundraisers a year. One is coming up in October. It is our pickleball tournament. We are so excited. But all of the money raised just goes directly back into the hands of our students and our teachers. And so I pulled some numbers. Our grants were due, or the teachers' grants were due Friday. And this morning I looked, and there's over 150 grants that were submitted, representing every single school in our district, which we're very excited about. You know, unfortunately, we can't fund them all, or the foundation can't fund them all. But last year we gave out $72,554, and that funded 50 grants. So teachers were able to get that money, utilize it for their classrooms or for their school buildings, and we're excited. I was reading through this morning, just looking through, kind of thumbing through the grants, and our teachers are incredible. Our staff, our administrators are so creative, and it's so fun to see what they are wanting and what they're needing. And I know the foundation is so excited whenever we go and we get to hand those checks to the staff.
Oh, sure.
And then we like to get updates too. So teachers will send us pictures. I was just looking on our Facebook, the foundation Facebook page, and it made me laugh because one of the teachers at Discovery got a bird camera. And so she had sent some pictures, so it popped up on Facebook. And I was like, oh, the cute little birds. So the kids are able to watch the birds in real time when they're on those feeders and seeing everything that the birds are doing.
Yeah. Oh, that's neat.
So our pickleball tournament is one of 2 fundraisers.
Now this is so we understand this is for next year. So the hay's already in the barn for this year, and the amount of money that can go out for grants and things of that nature. But you do fundraisers 2 a year. This is the one in the fall. Then you'll have Excellence to Education, right?
Yes, still in the spring.
Coming up in the spring. And those are the 2 events that will fund next year's grants.
Right. And hopefully the following year's grants. we have a great board on our foundation they really watch our money and the money that we spend, and then make sure that we also have enough for that next year as well. And just I think we want to be able to give out as much money as we can. And historically, we give about $35,000 in parity dollars. So it says just some of those schools who may not have a PTO. And there's a big formula that is created. And so we gave about $35,000 each year just to those schools as a little help. You might not raise as much. We're going to support you and help you.
Yeah.
And that is principal discretion dollars. And so they can utilize it however they want. There are no rules with it. It's just their money to use for what they think that their school needs.
Well, you are definitely kind of getting on the pickleball train here with
right.
This fundraiser. It's a
pretty
craze.
Intense.
Yeah.
I see a lot of it. I hear a lot of it. I don't play pickleball. So just like the tennis tournament, I kind of went in blindly, like, okay, let's put on a tennis tournament. This is great. So we started pickleball last year. It was incredible. And so this year we are only doing pickleball, and it will be at Adams Tennis Complex, Friday, October 24th, and Saturday, October 25th. So we'll be utilizing their outdoor courts. And then, we do have a rain location if it does rain.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, you never know. But we're excited about it. And I know people, like you said, it is a craze. So we're hoping the pickleball community comes out and supports us. Spots are limited, but it is for a competitive or casual play. So we want you to understand the rules, but you don't have to be a superstar. And if you are, then you can play competitively.
Yeah. That's a good way. And I think the RAIN plan is to divide that out into a couple of the schools and do it that way. So, all of that's taken care of. And once you sign up, I know you'll be given information on where to get info, that kind of thing.
And this year we're using an app. So you sign up, you can download the app. I think you can sign up online if you don't have an app, but we can talk to our players that way. We can communicate with them. There's live updates. The app seems incredible. And we're just excited. I know that, fundraisers and it's a lot of work and it's hard and we're asking people, but it's so rewarding when we do get to give out those big checks to the schools and to see the teacher grants in action and just to really see how it's benefiting our students is incredible.
So I know that you mentioned casual and competitive, but there are also within that what you divided out into doubles and men's and women's.
So men, women, and mixed doubles for the casual play. And then for the competitive play, it is only men and women's doubles.
Doubles,
so,
okay.
Yes. So it is all doubles. The whole tournament is a doubles. And then, but mixed is only for casual.
I guess it is a thing that you play in pairs. So
yes.
Yeah.
That sounds right. I'm going to go with yes. I think you can play, but
I maybe.
It's more fun.
Yeah.
To have a teammate.
That's right. Why not?
I know Lisa, she's pretty good. We have a lot of good pickleball players out there.
So she needs to be on that elite competitive women's team.
We should sign her up since she's not here.
Well, go ahead and do that. We'll do
Look,
that
we have the QR
over.
code to register.
So while that's going on, aren't there some fun things like because this is what's called a pickleball tournament. So Are we going to try to name this deal or something? Maybe?
Serve it up, pickleball tournament.
Serve it up. That's it. Okay.
Serve it up. Our sponsor levels, we did get creative. So it's a pickler. We have our bread and butter, a big deal, and a sweet pick.
I like that.
Yep. So we got a little creative. We are looking at getting some just fun giveaways. And last year, Jimmy John's was so great. So they gave us a pickle paddle. So it was a pickleball paddle, but it had their logo and little pickles on it.
Oh, nice.
So we're working on that. We're just working on getting some pickle-themed goodies. So if anyone out there has some pickle themes, we are all about it.
Well, if you relish a pickleball tournament, you might want to take part in this.
We have the options are pretty endless.
Kind of endless, yeah.
Lots of puns.
Where is the best place to get signed up for this?
So cityschools.net, we have our foundation page. You can also visit the City Schools Foundation Facebook page. We'll be updating that this week and probably today, just getting that information out. You can always, if you have questions, give us a call, 615-893-2313. We're happy to answer any questions. We're always taking sponsorships. I know you mentioned Middle Tennessee Electric earlier. They are a great partner. They're actually our ball sponsor this year, and so we really couldn't do this without our sponsors, who give their time and their money, and they're so gracious to us. City Tile is always a fantastic sponsor. Children's Dentistry, Middle Tennessee Electric, Pinnacle, and then the Adams Family Foundation are just a few of our bigger sponsors, and we're so thankful for them.
So it is October 24th and 25th, and again, City Schools Foundation, just search for that. You'll find it, Facebook page. We're going to put the links on our podcast coming up here as well when we get that posted. And Tori, thanks for coming in.
Thank you. Great to see you.
Absolutely. And again, happy birthday.
Thank you.
Tori Carr joining us today from the Middle Tennessee Electric Studios, and our coverage on Big GTV brought to you by Murfreesboro Medical Clinic. Hope you have a great day, everybody. We'll see you back next time.